Well, welcome everyone once again to the channel. I appreciate you joining for another adventure that I have set up here for you guys today. I was thinking here, I hadn't put one out there for a little bit in a couple weeks, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a two-parter kind of thing into one video. So the first part of this is going to be kind of describing for my season, my first season in the Colorado Kayak Fishing Club, on how I did. I fished 4 out of the 5 tournaments. So I'll kind of walk through a little bit of that, try and make it as quick as possible, add in a couple little small videos, picture-in-picture, some pictures, and a couple other little things as I'm describing this, and then we'll kind of get into which will be the better half of it, I believe, overall. But watch the whole thing, and then the back half is going to be the day after my last tournament, which was at Boyd Lake, and I killed it out here, so it was really a good, considering Boyd Lake was kind of a dud for me, as they say it, Boyd for me. But the day after, I kind of slayed them and kind of got into quite a few of them, which was nice to be able to get that and feel that comfort level again that I can actually, in fact, catch fish. So we'll do that, and then before we do that, I'd just like to again thank the sponsors for this year and throughout my first year in the Colorado Kayak Fishing Club. So I've got 4 main ones. Monster Bass, everyone knows that, great subscription. I think I've tried others. This is the best one out there. So the better box, as they call it, and I agree with that. You got Raptor Tackle. I've done a video on that. I think it's a great product. I like it. Some people may not. I understand that. I truly like it. For me, it's easy to kind of just pull out, unravel, wrap it back up. If it does fall out into the water, it does float. So it's a plus. Not that you want to drop it in the water, but that's something that you can kind of look at. The next one would be XX2i Optics sunglasses. I have probably out of there's 4 pair currently, and they're all over the board as to what kind I have. And then they also do bifocals, so sunglasses, which is great for, especially for me trying to, look at it up close, trying to tie those knots onto the lures or plastics and hooks and whatever. So give them a try too. And then lastly, we've got YOLOtech. And for me, it's the best thing I like on the water for chargeability. I have what's called the Juice Box. It's a little chesty battery that goes onto my chest GoPro. So underneath it, you can connect it and it charges. So when your GoPro dies, you just hook it up and that thing will take you through the end of the day. I love it. It's great. They also do have some other products too. They have the YOLOtech Power Stick, which you can put into any portal of sorts, either on your kayak or boat. So let's get at it here. Let's get to the recap here of my season, and then we're going to get into some great fish catches. So stay tuned, everybody. Don't leave until the very end. All right? Again, stay tuned.
You feel a tug on the line. You can't believe its strength as the fight begins. You work hard and bring it over the side. Man, it feels good to reel this monster in. Colorado fishing adventures.
All right, so as I had noted and promised, I kind of want to walk through how my tourneys went this year, 4 out of 5 that I entered. And then at the end, you'll see some footage a day after my last tournament, Boyd Lake, with some pretty good catches. So I don't want to kind of just leave this thing all about discussion on how it went. I do want you to see some footage from me the day after and some of the lures and other stuff I've been able to try here to hopefully help you guys out. So to let you know, I first found out about this club via Facebook. And I had been kind of looking to get into one for a little while. Had my kayak since 2020, so this came about. I'm like, this is a great chance for me to kind of learn some of the other lakes, give you guys some more footage from other lakes and reservoirs. So 4 out of the 5. I did not catch the very first one, which is John Martin, and I'll probably hit that one up next year. But the other 4 were in this order, was basically Pueblo, Trinidad, Horsetooth, and then lastly it was Boyd Lake. Did well on the
two of the four, and those were Horsetooth and Pueblo. So I'll add a little footage in here in regards to Pueblo, because on the very first cast that I threw out there, I caught a fish, so I thought, oh, well, here we go. But it actually turned out to be a decent day, except for losing one rod and reel and then tipping out of my kayak, but not flipping the kayak. So learning curve for me on a few things. After that, we had Trinidad, and that did not go so well for me. It was, I tried to hit everything there. I tried to use different things. The nice thing was early on there was no boats. It's a smaller lake or reservoir, so it's near the border of New Mexico and Colorado. I did catch one fish. Unfortunately, it flipped off the board before I could measure it. It was like a 10-incher. So it showed for the day that I did come up with 0. But knowing from my own internally that I did catch one, so I didn't get skunked. Pardon me. Then we went to Horsetooth, and that actually turned out well. I tried to go in there with a different mindset. I tried to go in with just top water, and that's how I caught all my fish, was top water. I learned through others after the tournament and discussions at our end of the tournament meetup, some of the stuff that was used to catch the fish. So another learning curve. I enjoyed it. I caught 5. Unfortunately, 1, you'll see here shortly, was disqualified because the mouth was open. When I looked at it, I just didn't look at it hard enough, and that's my issue. That's something that with each one of the tournaments, I think I'm learning a little something as to what I got to slow down. I think for one thing, make sure I'm getting everything that's needed. It is usually an 8-hour tournament, so it's a couple seconds or a minute or 2 minutes is not going to really affect the overall tournament. So I'm learning that. And then the last tournament was Boyd Lake. That one was, I'll show you some quick cuts into that one here just to show you kind of what the weather was like. It was cold, rainy, like I said, cold, rainy, gray, foggy, all kinds of stuff. The good thing about it again is that no boats were out there. The bad thing, I just could not get things going from my end. And then I thought I was dressed appropriately. The only thing I had some issues with was my hands. So I kind of had to jump off that a little bit earlier because I was getting some tingling in my fingertips. So I knew I had to kind of get off. So my one and only fish, and I'll show that here, was caught at the very end. And, again, at least I didn't get skunked. It's something that I'm learning as I go. But for the year, I truly enjoyed it. I think right now where I'm currently at with one more tournament, which is a multi-species tournament, because they will include all those in the Rookie of the Year. I think I'm in 8th place out of, I think it was over 30 or 35 people. So, again, happy where I'm at. First year in it. So, that's my recap. But now let's get into the day after Boyd and give you some of the fish catches that I caught into. And hopefully this will help you guys out. But, again, thanks for tuning in. And let's get at some of that video from the day after.
Well, here is as I had noted on my spiel about the Trinidad and the Boyd Lake, not doing so well. I want to get out this night here and prove that I can, in fact, catch some fish. I know this lake, which shouldn't surprise many people here, but I know I posted in Facebook saying that I need to learn these lakes. I need to get to some of these a little bit more and hopefully give some better content. So next year I'm going to be entering that Colorado Kayak Fishing Club once again. But the season is over for me on that side, but I will still be giving some content, trying to get to a couple other places. I think I am going to try and hit Boyd Lake one more time, and maybe even Horsetooth one more time before the season kind of shuts down. So in the meantime, Sunday night, as yesterday was the Boyd Lake tournament, and we're going to see if I can hook into a few here. So stay tuned, everyone. This was the one that I caught my one and only fish on when it came to Boyd. bubblegum Senko. And yeah, this was the one. This was how I got it. Towards the end of my time on the water. So, let's open this thing back up a little bit so it stays. Here we go. Let's see if we can get something. This here even. And we're on, I think, already. Yep. Bubblegum one works here too. Which is good. Well, that makes me feel good. I cannot lie. That makes me feel real good. Knowing that the whole weekend isn't going to be for naught. In some ways. Come here, buddy. Yeah, I think he's hitting underneath it. There we go. Well, let's see what this one comes in at. If it's more than 15 and a half. It is. It's 15 3/4, so that'll help. Okay. 15 3/4. Get him back in. That's good. That's a good one there. Let's sit. Oh, I got something. Oh. Yeah, there was something there. Let's get it back in there. Something was taking it. Oh. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Yep, there he goes again. Coming. He's coming. Yep, he's there. He's there. Oh man, that's a big one. That's a biggie too. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. This is what I could have used on the weekend. That's a chunker. That's one that's starting to feed up. That's for sure. Well, this is the one. Yeah, he's definitely got a little show lift to him. We're gonna get this one measured here momentarily. Let's just first see where it comes in at. Dang, 18. That's a nice 18er. Let's get my phone. Be ready to go. He's ready. Phone's ready. 18. Cool. Let's get this one back in. Get him in here. Here he goes. Basically got on an XZone plastic with a monster bass. Basically Ned rig hook. So this is what I'm going to put on and work on now here till we get over to a different area. Let's see if this will work. Can't see too well. You can see a little bit of the yellow. Keep that going. Come on, buddy. Here, where are you? Where are you? There you are. There isn't one thing with spinning, it's something else with the bait casters. I think I'm on. Yep, I'm on. Not a big one. Come here, buddy. Come on. you go. One of the smaller ones so far. Alright, we got him out. He is free. Free, free, free. She's getting stuck. There we go. Well, we got one on the Rollo. Nothing big. No, definitely nothing big. Alright, there we go. Yep. Got him. There we go. Put him back. I could have actually used him in the tournament. Alright, there we go. Anytime I get some new ones, I want to test it and show you all. And the only way to get this is through Monster Bass. There's something. Wow. Oh, I got one on. That's why. Sheesh. Well, this is what I'm talking about. The fish is almost about the same size as my bait. Come on, don't get me though. First, and then get that one. Put him back in. Let's see if I can get it back in here. I've cut some decent ones. Kind of heading back into those little cracks in between the piers, and I got one right now. Said those have been some pretty good spots for me in the past. I'm not gonna lie. There you go. Well, you got one here. Let's measure him. See where he's gonna come in at. I know he's like somewhere around 16 and a half. Yep. All right, 16 and a half. Let's put him back in. All right, now I got a Z-Man plastic I'm gonna put on here. Give that a shot. Yep, I'm on. A little bit more line out there. Here, buddy. There we go. 14 3/4. Get him back in. Let's go over this side. Here we go. Right. So what I have on now here, this is another one I just bought. It's the perch. Sorry, let me get this up. Okay. So what I have here is the perch Chapo. And I'm gonna give this a try as we head down back. Start off in here though. There we go. There's one. Oh, he came off. No, he didn't. He's still on. I can take that back. He's still on. He's just coming right towards the boat. It's our kayak, actually, not boat. Yeah, one on. Not a big boy by any means, but there we go. Alright, little one. But there's another. Set him, get him back in the waters. There you go. Three more casts here. Oh, there we go. Wasn't expecting one that far out, but I'll take it. There we go. There's nothing big. There we go, he's out. Little one. Put him back.